everyone, this is Mrs Edwards bringing you your numeracy lesson for today. We are still looking at subtraction and we are still counting back and crossing 10. So let's see what today's lesson brings. So our target today is still to complete a subtraction number sentence and to cross 10. And we will do this by taking away by counting back and by taking away by jumping back on a number line or a number track. You will need your paper and your pencil, but you will also find useful a number line to 20, counting objects, tens frame templates, and I think that's probably all we'll need today. So let's kickstart our lesson. Is this true or is this false? Listen carefully. There are 6 more red beanbags than there are yellow. There are 6 more red beanbags than there are yellow. Is that true or is that false? Pause the video, work it out, and we will check on the next slide. Okay, the answer is false because there are actually 6 more yellow beanbags than there are red. There are not more red beanbags, there are more yellow beanbags. So well done if you knew that the answer was false. Okay then, just 4 quick fire questions now to get our brains into gear. Now you can use tens frames to work these out, number lines to work these out, or counting objects to work these answers out. The first question is, what is 12 take away 2? What's 12 take away 2? Work that one out. The next one is, what is 12 take away 7? And here I've given you the tens frames to support you in that answer. The third question is 12 take away 4, and again I've given you the tens frames to help support you in working out that answer. And then question 4 is use the number line to work out 13 take away 6. So pause the video, work out those 4 questions, and we will check the answer on the next slide. Okay then, so what is 12 take away 2? It's 10, and you can do this really quickly because if you look, here's our 1 10 and our 2 extra ones. If we take away those 2 extra ones, we are left with 10. So if we've taken away those 2 extra ones, we are left with 10. So I didn't need to use any equipment to work that out. I just used my knowledge of place value to do that question. Question 2, 12 take away 7. You can see here that I have crossed out 7 of the counters, which leaves me with 5. So my answer is 5. 12 take away 7 equals 5. And then question 3, 12 take away 4, I've done the same. I've crossed out 4 because I'm taking 4 away, and it leaves me with 8. Question 4, use the number line to show 13 take away 6. Here's 13. I've taken away 6 by doing 6 jumps, and it's left me or landed me on number 7, which is what it is equal to. So well done if you've got those quick questions correct. Great job. If you didn't, have a good look at this page and see if you can have another go to make sure that it's correct this time. Okay then, let's compare. Here we have Eva, and this is the amount that Eva has here. And here we have Alex, and this is the amount that she has here. Okay, the first question is, who has more? I think visually we can see who has more. It's Eva, isn't it? Because Eva's amount goes into a second tens frame, which means she has got more than 10. And Alex's counters are within 1 tens frame, so she's got less than 10. So, who has more? We've said it's Eva. How many more does Eva have? So what I need you to do first is count how many Eva has, jot it down. Count how many Alex has, jot it down. And then we need to decide how many more does Eva have. So you need to jot that in there. And then it says we're going to complete the number sentence, which is 12 take away 7. Okay? 12 take away 7. So pause the video, answer the questions, and we'll check on the next page. So Eva had 12. We know she had 12 because there's her 10 and there's her 2 more, which makes 12. Alex had 7, and we can see here there's her 7 on her tens frame. How many more does Eva have? Now there was actually a big clue that I didn't tell you about because I wanted to see if you could spot it yourself. The difference between Eva's counters and Alex's counters are actually coloured in a different colour. Can you see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counters that were yellow? Did you all notice that? Well, that is the difference. That's how many more Eva has compared to Alex, because if you look, the counters that are red on Eva's side, that's the same amount that Alex has. And then the yellow ones are the amount that Eva has more of. So the answer was 5. Eva has 5 more than Alex. And the number sentence should read 12 counters take away 7 counters equals 5 counters. And that number sentence there is how we've proven how many more Eva has, because we started off with Eva's 12, and then what we did was we took away Alex's 7, which left us with an amount, and that amount was how many more Eva had. So that number sentence, 12 take away 7 equals 5, is the way we have proven how many more Eva has. So well done if you got those questions right. Okay then. Oh, I've lost a page. Where's it gone? There we go. So Eva has 13 sweets. Okay, so you might want to jot this down. Eva has 13 sweets. Teddy has 6 sweets. How many more sweets does Eva have than Teddy? So you need to be thinking back to that number sentence we just did. We need to be thinking back to the way we worked it out. Now we had 13 sweets, and then what did we do? We took away Teddy's 6 sweets, didn't we? And that then meant that we knew how many more sweets were left. So pause the video, work it out. You might want to do it on a number frame or on a number track or a number line, or even with counting objects. But pause the video, work it out, and we'll check on the next slide, okay? Oh, my computer is going crazy today, year one. Sorry, guys. So, time to check your answer. So, Eva has 13 sweets, and I've coloured Eva's sweets in yellow. And you can see I've got 13 yellow sweets on this on these tens frames. Teddy has 6 sweets. I've coloured his 6 sweets in pink. How many more sweets does Eva have than Teddy? So you can see here I've actually labelled with numbers the amount. So there's 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, 5 more, 6 more, 7 more sweets Eva has. And I've written my answer 7. And I've also demonstrated it on a number line. So I found 13 on the number line, and I found 6 on the number line. And then I needed to see how many jumps were in between those two numbers. And there were 7 jumps, which tells me that Eva has 7 more sweets than Teddy does. So well done if you figured out that question correct. Okay, this one I liked doing. So using the whole part model or the whole model, which we haven't done for a while. So it says there are 17 animals on a farm. So that's the whole number, 17. It's all of them. There are 9 horses. So part of that number is 9. There are 9 horses as part of the animals on the farm. The rest of the animals are sheep. How many sheep are there? So what I recommend you do is I recommend you use counting objects for this activity. And I would get a template, a whole part model template. So draw a nice big circle at the top for your whole number. And then draw your 2 parts coming down. And then I would count out 17 because that shows all the horses and all the sheep together. Okay, so get your 17 animals all together as the whole number at the top. Then count down your 9 horses. Once you've done that, the rest of the animals are going to be sheep, aren't they? So you will be able to see what the other part, what the other number is. That's how I would work it out. And then what you need to do is you need to complete the number sentence to make this story make sense. Okay, so tell me how many sheep there are and then complete the number sentence so that this story makes sense. Pause the video, work it out, and we will check on the next slide. Okay then, so there are 17 animals on the farm and I've used black to demonstrate all of the animals on the farm. Now I've written 17 here and I've coloured in 17 spots on my tens frame. There are 9 horses, so I've put my 9 as one of my parts and I've coloured in my 9 on the number frame, on the tens frame. The rest of the animals are sheep. So what I then needed to do was count how many animals were left because they were going to be the sheep. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 animals that are left on the tens frame show that they are sheep. And if I look, 9 add 8 equals 17. I've also checked on the number line that I was correct. So I found 17 on the number line, which was all of the animals. I found 9 on the number line, which was the horses, and then the jumps in between indicate the amount of sheep, and there are 8 jumps on my number line today. So lots of ways to prove what the answer is today. There are 8 sheep, and the number sentence should read, if there are 17 animals and we take away 9 horses, that equals 8 sheep. 17 take away 9 equals 8. Well done if you got that right. Okay, I'm pretty certain this is the last activity and it's a really great brain busting activity today. So, really good one for thinking. We've got 3 numbers here. We've got 4. Don't like how that number 4 is written. I like it nice and straight, down and across and then down again. But that is the way some people write 4, so we're just going to accept it. We've got 4, we've got 6 and we've got 9. And I'm probably going to say the same. What don't I like about this number 9, guys? It's not got a straight line. So whoever wrote these numbers, year ones, they're not as nice as our numbers, are they? So we've got 4, 6 and 9. And the question says, can you choose 2 cards to complete the subtraction? So what I'm telling you to do now is choose 2 of these numbers and then pop them in these pink squares here and then do that number sentence. So figure out what the answer is, okay? So it could be, you might want to do, I don't know, maybe drag 4 down to make 14 and then put 6 and that would say 14 take away 6, what's the answer? Or you might want to drag 9 down and make 19 and then drag 6 down and it would be 19 take away 6. It's up to you. So choose 2 cards or two numbers, pop them in those spaces, and then complete the number sentence. And you can complete it in any way you want, on a number line, number track, tens frame, counting objects, whatever you choose. But then it says, and this is where it's a brain buster, because it says, how many different subtractions can you make? So there are lots of different variations of subtractions you can make here by swapping all the numbers around. And it says, can you try and find as many as you can? How many can you make? And work out the answer to each question. Now I found a few. I'm not saying I found them all, but I found a few that I'll show you once we've worked out the sums at home. But I'm wondering if you might find more than I have. So pause the video, have a play with the numbers, swip them round, work them out, and I'll show you some of the ones I've done on the next page. So pause that video now. Okay then, so time to check our answers. Now you can see I've picked one here, but I've also done some others down the side here. So the first one I did was I took the number 6 and I put it here into the extra ones box, which gave me the number 16. And then I thought, right, I'll have 16, take away 4, and I worked that out to be 12. So if you chose those two numbers, 6 and 4, and you got the number 12, well done, you got that answer right. But then I've also done a few others. I've done 19 take away 4 equals 15. Well done if you got that one right. 19 take away 6 equals 13. Well done if you got that one right. 16 take away 9. That's 7. 14 take away 6. That's 8. And 14 take away 9. That's 5. So I had a good go. I tried to find as many as I could in a quick short space of time. You might have found some of the same, you might have found some different ones. But yeah, have a little play and see if you've worked them all out. Now, we are at the end of today's lesson, and I think we've done really, really well today because we've done lots of subtracting today. We've done lots of takeaway number sentences, and we've been crossing 10 as we've done it. So we have been able to take away by counting back, and we counted back using tens frames, we counted back using number lines and number tracks, and we even counted back when we were doing our general number sentences. So a big well done today, year ones. Now, I love looking at your work, so remember to WhatsApp me on 07858 986604, or send me an email at year1@wrens-nest.dudley.shu.uk, or when you're out on your walk, drop off your work into our post box that's on the driveway, because I do love seeing your work. It makes me really happy. Big well done for today, year ones. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.